Dear students, as in yesterday's lecture, we studied mic, how it is going to act as a transducer to convert acoustic sound into the current pulses to send it to the telephone link. Now friends, at the other end, this transmitted electrical pulses with the help of telephone exchange when subscriber calls, both are connected with each other via telephone exchange, and when both will lift the cradle switch, naturally the processed signal via handset it is given to the speaker. And we are well aware that speaker is a device that converts so generated electrical sounds, audio electrical signal into its corresponding acoustic sound signal. That is the reason why both the subscriber are going to listen only acoustic sound signal. Let us study that particular speaker, which is represented here. Generally, the speaker makes use of the permanent magnet. So this lined structure E shape, whatever it is represented in the figure, it utilizes the permanent magnet. This is the permanent magnet which is represented. Permanent magnet means one can't destruct its magnetism. So that is called as a permanent magnet. And the pole pieces, so E-shaped structure, these are called as the pole pieces. On these soft iron pole pieces, the electrical coils are mounted. Look at here, this one and this one represents the coil which is mounted on the pole pieces. The two terminals are brought externally for the connection. And to that pole pieces, a diaphragm is connected at the output. In between diaphragm and that of the pole pieces, there is an air gap which is present. You might be studied a speaker. At the base, there is a round metal portion which is present. It is called as a pole piece. On that pole piece, the black part is there. It is called as a permanent magnet. On that pole pieces, the audio coils are wounded, and to that particular coil, we are connecting the external cable through which the audio electrical signal is provided. And that coned structure possesses the diaphragm. In between diaphragm and pole pieces, the air gap is going to present. Now such a device, we can call it as it is the speaker. When audio frequency current transmitted from the mic of the one of the subscriber, it is given to the audio coil mounted on the speaker. It will generate a magnetic flux proportional to the audio frequency current. And this along with this magnetic flux, there is a flux generated by the permanent magnet, and also the flux due to the air gap which is present between the pole piece and our diaphragm. The net resulting flux is the sum of permanent magnet, flux generated by the permanent magnet, flux generated by the audio frequency current, and also the flux generated by means of the air gap between the pole piece and that of the diaphragm. By studying some mathematical approach, we are going to see how this resultant magnetic field, it is allowed to be incident on that of the diaphragm. When the force of magnetic field are allowed to be incident on the diaphragm, the motion of diaphragm that starts taking place. And this motion of diaphragm produces the acoustic sound signal which one can listen by means of an eye. The function of speaker is just like our ear. Ear will also work in the similar fashion. And thus, acoustic sound signal proportional to the audio frequency current fed to the speaker will be listened from the speaker. And hence, the telephone communication, it is possible between the transmitter as a mic and being received through the receiver at the receiving end. Let us see its details. The speaker performs the function of converting electrical energy into sound. The essential part of the receiver, that is the speaker, are a pair of coil, look it here, represented, permanent magnet, so this is the permanent magnet, diaphragm, so this is the diaphragm, concept, etc. The audio frequency current is passed through the pair of the coil, means current is passed through here. As a result, magnetic flux is produced in proportional to audio frequency current. This magnetic flux is in magnetic path formed by the permanent magnet and pole pieces and also the diaphragm and the air gap between the pole pieces. So this generated magnetic field, the flux produced in the air gap equals the sum of magnetic flux produced by the permanent magnet, that is a phi p, and flux produced by means of an audio frequency current, that is a phi a. It is given as instantaneous flux is equal to total flux is equal to phi p plus phi a. Let audio current be say Im. In the mic we have represented it as a I. Same current we are going to call it as the Im, sine of omega t. Therefore, phi a, that is audio frequency flux, is equal to plus or minus k times Im sine of omega t. By putting k times Im is equal to phi of Am, where phi of Am is equal to k into Im. Therefore, the equation becomes phi I is equal to phi p plus phi of Am sine of omega t. The force acting on the diaphragm due to this particular total magnetic flux is given as F is proportional to square of phi I square, instantaneous flux. That is F proportional to phi p plus phi of Am sine of omega t square. This force will be incident on the diaphragm of the speaker. After solving and simplifying this equation, we can get F is equal to k into phi p square plus 2k phi of Am phi p sine of omega t, and that's equal to k into pi p square plus k1 sine of omega t, where k1 is equal to 2k phi am phi p. k1 sine of omega t represents the diaphragm movement to get the sound. With this particular way, in the sinusoidal form only, the diaphragm moves and generates the acoustic sound signal. On mic also, whatever the sound it is incident, it is also in the form of sinusoidal nature. At the output of the speaker also, the motion of diaphragm takes place in a similar way so as to generate the acoustic sound signal. Thus, friends, by using mic and speaker, one can perform the telephone communication very smoothly. Try to understand, students. Both, that is mic as well as the speaker, are fitted at the two ends of the cradle switch of the telephone handsets which we are placing on the two hooks of the handset terminal. As we are aware that when the cradle switch is on hook condition, ringer is connected to the handset via telephone link. When you lift the cradle switch for the purpose of dialing or for the purpose of communicating, a speech circuit will come in the path between the telephone line and that of the telephone exchange. That's all about the meaning of speaker, how it converts the audio electric signal into its corresponding acoustic sound signal. Remaining part we'll see it in the next time.